Hello, this is Saltwater Girl post campaign report made by Dalton Stallmasik, Dillon Stallmasik, Andres Rodriguez, and Shawn Sahal. So, on to a report. Saltwater Girl Swimwear sells high quality bikinis and active swimwear targeted mainly towards women going to the beach or any water based sports. The business has been around for 3 years. It's based out of Ontario, California, with currently only online sales. The website in existence has not gotten much traffic over that time span, and we're looking to enhance its availability to the public. Its main use of advertising is social media and word of mouth at the moment. Some of the goals are to increase the brand awareness and traffic to the website, improve the Google page rank, generate more sales, have a click-through rate of 1%, increase the impressions to 5,000, and have the cost per click round out at 70 cents.
Alright, I'm going to talk about the key results of our campaign. The overall performance of the ad campaign was highly effective. We initially had some trouble considering that our first campaign was not eligible. After abandoning the first campaign and creating a second campaign, it resulted in more clicks, upward of 70,000 impressions. Our third campaign was also effective, gaining 10,000 impressions and a 1.21% click-through rate. After creating the third campaign, it resulted in a click-through rate of 0.91%, which was near our 1% goal in terms of the click-through percentage. The impressions exceeded our expectation by gaining approximately 84,000 impressions. And overall, we spent $256.96 out of the $250 budget. The advertising campaigns in total resulted in 782 clicks. Our click-through rate was 0.93%, and the average cost per click was 0.33. Alright, now I'm going to talk a little bit about the campaigns individually. We created 3 different campaigns for Saltwater Girl. The first campaign was for brand awareness, and it turned out to be ineligible because the lack of text on the website wouldn't link with our keywords that we wanted to use. So in response to that, we created a second campaign that was just to promote the different swimwear on the website, and it turned out to be our most successful campaign. And lastly, we created a third campaign designed just for promoting new styles of swimwear that were going to be released in the summer of 2016. Alright, so now I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about the Swimsuit Exposure campaign. This campaign was created our second campaign for Saltwater Girl, and it turned out to be our most successful campaign. The overall cost of advertising was $172.87. We got 73,555 impressions from this advertisement. The average cost per click was 26 cents, which was a lot lower. We originally estimated 70 cents for average cost per click, and the click-through rate was 0.89% with the average position of 1.2, and we got 653 clicks on this advertisement.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the third campaign that we created, which was designed for the summer of 2016. The first 2 campaigns we created were not getting as much traffic as we would have liked, and we still had a lot of the budget left, so we created summer of 2016 on the 3rd week, with only a week remaining in the challenge. The cost of running the whole campaign was $84.09. The impressions we got were 10,648, which is pretty good considering we started this campaign so late in the process. The average cost per click was 65 cents, with a click-through rate of 1.21%, which is higher than we originally anticipated. The average position for this ad was 1.9, and we were able to achieve 129 clicks with just this ad alone. So now I'm going to talk about the campaign evolution and the process we went through from the beginning to the end. So the first campaign idea was for brand awareness, and it turned out that it was ineligible because the keywords did not link to words on the site, as the site had very little text on it. So from there we created the second campaign for Swimsuit Exposure. And then with this campaign we used exact match for the keywords because we didn't want to use too much of the budget at the beginning. So with that campaign we had not spent much of the budget due to the low cost per click that we had originally set. So as the campaign went on, we increased the cost per click for some keywords up to $1.57 per click. And we also increased the daily budget to $9.40 to attract more visitors. So a little bit more about the campaign evolution. 2 weeks later, we created the summer 2016 ad to attract more visitors to the site. For this campaign, we used broad match for the keywords, and the cost per click we kept around $1. The daily budget was $9, and for this campaign we used less keywords because of the broad match. We had to be a little bit less specific with the keywords and just use ones that would attract the most visitors.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about group dynamic. One of the difficult things was it was hard to communicate with our client. We would call her repeatedly and she wouldn't respond to any of our messages. So we would have to work on it on ourselves. Another problem we had was we lived far from campus, so we would have to create dates where we would meet up and work on the project ourselves. But overall we had very good communication and teamwork, and together we brought in a lot of ideas which we used on the campaign, which made it very successful overall. Alright, for our future recommendation, we would like to have a better connection with our client. For our current campaign, we had a lot of difficulties just getting into contact with her, so communication is a key role in our campaign in the future. Another problem we had was we had too many keywords. We felt that we had to cover a lot of different topics instead of focusing on a singular topic. And we would also like to monitor our budget even more closely, because after 2 weeks of our first campaign, we only spent $7. So we had to better optimize it to go through the rest of the campaign. And we could have also added more contact information and reviews, but she did not offer us with very many locations to send people through links. And being more available was also a key part that we wish we could have done better in the future. And creating a thank you page for people who actually purchases the products on the website to keep them coming back for more. Alright, for our conclusion, we created 2 very successful campaigns. The first one being more successful, but that's because we started it earlier. We also got a lot more impressions than we expected. We expected around 5,000, but we went far higher than that with around 85,000, with a lot more clicks. And we were able to maintain a relatively low cost per click rate. So we were able to achieve everything we wanted out of this campaign. And we were able to allow more brand awareness with their products. So we think these few campaigns were very successful. Thank you.